All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, world. Beautiful morning, beautiful people. Good morning, wealthSecrets Mindset Mentorship community. We want to say super duper morning. Well, it's morning here from Lagos, Nigeria. Of course, wherever you're tuning in from all across the world, it's morning, whether it's afternoon, whether it's night, whether it's evening, whether it's any time that you have, that you are really tuning in, any time zone, we want to welcome you to this beautiful wealthSecrets Mindset Mentorship class. And we are trusting that you're going to be getting
Okay, good morning. I think our anchorman, his network has knocked him off.
The network has kicked him out.
Okay. All right, once again, let me just take it up from here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
We're super excited to have you all on today's class. And it's interesting to know that good enough, I was to be taking the class this morning, okay? So what it was meant to do was just to give us a little intro and then introduce me on board. Once again, my name is Coach Dan. For the benefit of those who probably are joining us for the very first time, all right, this is our mentorship and wealthSecrets class. And this happens every day, Monday through Friday, all right, 9 a.m. West African time. And today we will be taking up on another very exciting topic, all right, understanding financial IQ. Now, this topic, the part one, was taken by Coach Afolabi. That was last week, Friday, okay? So if for any reason you did miss the class or you were not around, I want to encourage you to get back to our YouTube and listen to it. It was very, very educative, and there was so much value that he gave out on that day. So it's upon that that I'll be building the part two, all right? Having an in-depth understanding on how to build up a financial intelligent quotient and how to be financially literate. You know, going by the fact that the July season is just around the corner. And this is one season where people spend a lot of money, all right? This is one season where we had a lot of people on the shore. So in the midst of all of this, you need to develop your financial level of literacy to be able to get yourself out of this or get yourself through this adequately. So a simple rule of financial IQ is having a clearer understanding of how to make money, how to manage money, and how to multiply money. So you must have developed, all right, a clearer understanding of how to make money. The money you make, how do you manage it? And how do you multiply this money so that you can remain wealthy? And that's one of the ways you can create wealth, guys. Okay, so financial literacy is basically the relationship, your foundational relationship with money. How do you relate with money? Some persons are so reckless when it comes to spending. Some people don't really know how to manage their money. They are working, they are earning income, but yet they don't really know how to manage it. And that's basically because they have low financial IQ. And some, they are not financially literate at all. So this morning will be showing us some strategy that can actually help us to develop our financial intelligence quotient. All right. So I'll be taking us through some of the strategies that can really help you to build or improve your financial literacy skill. All right. So the first thing I want you to do, or the first thing you must take note of, is you must create a budget. You must create a budget. You should be able to create a budget. Now, the budget will help you to track what comes in, either on a daily basis or weekly basis or monthly basis. These all depend on your nature of cash flow, kind of job you do. So you must have a budget that helps to track what comes in as against what goes out. A lot of time, people tend to want to spend above their income just so that they can impress. For one of the things you must understand is for you to be financially literate, for you to improve your financial intelligence quotient, you should be able to work within a stipulated budget. And that budget, you are the one that will create it because you understand your cash flow much better. The budget helps you stay on course. Try not to buy things on impulse. A lot of time we'll be tempted to buy things on impulse. Some people spend more money on gadgets, different gadgets. You buy things you never have to use. If you must create wealth, if you must sustain wealth, then you must be able to fashion your spending life within a confine of a budget. Now, this budget, of course, is subject to review. If your income increases, you might want to tweak your budget a little bit, but never try to live above your income. Don't try to live above your income. You understand what you earn as income. So whatever it is that you earn, you should be able to create a budget that helps you stay within the confine of your cash flow. This is a smart way of living. Don't live to impress anybody. Some people want to do things just so that they can showcase and create an impression that they have arrived. The reality of it is this: if you actually develop your skill, if you work on your potentials, you don't need to, create that impression. You can actually be the impression you're trying to create. A lot of time people fall to this myth: fake it till you make it. Don't. That is an high level of financial illiteracy. Trying to faking it, so fake it till you make it. Don't do that. All right. You can actually make it for real without having to fake it. All right. Don't do that. Don't fall to that trap of trying to impress others. Right. Now, the second strategy is you must learn to pay yourself first. Learn to pay yourself first from your income that you earn. Now, for those of us that have read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, he made a recommendation of amount. He said you should pay yourself 10%. But here it depends on you. Now, the whole idea of paying yourself is so that you can save. You must pay yourself. The money you're paying yourself goes into saving. And why are you saving? You're saving so that you can generate funds to invest. Robert Kiyosaki said something very interesting. He said, money keep is much more important than money made. Money you keep aside is much more important than the money you make. So guys, we must cultivate the habit of saving. Now, why are you saving? You're saving just so they can have enough fund to invest. Now, if you're a salary earner, irrespective of what your income is, it doesn't matter how little you might think it is. If you gradually start disciplining yourself to lay aside some amount, some people actually want to save what is left after expenses. But the reality is this: you spend what is left after savings. So you save first by paying yourself. Now, the third thing you must understand that will help you is pay your bills promptly. Pay your bills promptly. Try to clear up your bills. These are things you must do. Your own upkeep. All right, the bills are coming. Don't allow them pile up. When bills pile up, it becomes choking and it becomes weighty to pay. As soon as you can. All of the, of course, you know, your bills, your rent, your water bills, all of the bills that are necessary for you to pay every month. When once you draw out your budget, all of these are included. So you try to pay your bills monthly. And again, also, if you're the type that have to take a loan, maybe to improve your business, you must be able to manage your debt. You must be able to do what? Manage your debt. If you are not able to manage debt, it weighs you down. Debt can bring about depression. I mean, experts have advised us that it's not financially literate to borrow money from a financial institution to start a new business. It's not a smart move. For you to start a new business, you can as well borrow money from friends and family, knowing that you might not have to pay back with interest. But if you have to pay back with interest, it's that you borrow money to improve on your existing business, not starting a new business from the scratch. Because if the business doesn't pick up, how then will you be able to pay back your debt? So one of the things you must know when it comes to managing or developing a very sound financial IQ is ability to manage your debt. And of course, very importantly, you must invest in your future. You must invest. The money you're paying yourself, your savings, you're putting it up so that you can have money to invest. Diversification is the key. It does not matter what amount of money you are earning from your current business or your current source of income. Even if you're an employee, you must be willing to diversify. Try out new area. I mean, on the last class on this, our coach, the teacher for that day, he did mention of some options of things you can invest in. Real estate. All right, you can venture into real estate. You can venture into cryptocurrency. All right, you can venture into some new areas. But again, also, you have to be properly mentored. All right, you don't just jump into all of this. You must venture into some of these things. You must diversify your income. One source of income can never be enough, guys. Never. All right, you must be willing to diversify. All right, now, so what are the benefits? What are the benefits you stand to gain when you develop a very high financial quotient? When you're able to build up your financial intelligence quotient. Now, number one, it will help you stand out from the crowd. It will help you stand from the crowd. Why a whole lot of people are confused, all right, as to how to manage their finance, most especially in a period like this. We're entering the jewelry season. This is the season where a lot of people want to buy a lot of things. They want to give out gifts to their clients, to their staff. My advice is this. You know you're going to do these things by December. We're in November. This is the best time to start buying whatever gift you want to give out. You have to fashion those things into your budget so that when the actual time comes, you are not under any form of pressure, knowing fully well that the prices of some of these things are going to increase. I mean, these are some of the little financial intelligence that you build up in yourself over time that makes you stand out from the crowd. Again, also, if you have developed your financial intelligence quotient, it will make you see a bigger picture of where you're going. So that irrespective of where you are right now, you will not limit yourself to where you are. You have a bigger picture of where you're going. You can see it, all right? And most importantly, again, it will help you to know what question to ask when you don't know. Some people get the wrong answer because they're asking the wrong question. You can only get the wrong answer when you start asking the right questions. Know who to talk to, know who to listen to, know what books to read, know what to expose yourself to, know who to pattern yourself, model after. You can only do this when you start asking the right question. And until you develop your financial intelligence quotient, you might not be able to ask the right question. Now, very quickly before we call it today, I want to quickly state some 3 elements of personal financial intelligence that you should master. 3 elements of personal financial intelligence that you should master. Number one, you have to be money wise. What you do with the money that flows into your pocket talks a lot about your personal finances. You have to be money wise. Don't spend on impulse. Budget yourself. Plan your expenses. It's not every problem you want to solve at a particular point in time. All right, so you have to be money wise. Okay, irrespective of where the money comes, you should be wise in your spending. You must be money wise. Then again, also think money in the right direction. Think money in the right direction. Remember, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. This essence of this class is to develop our thinking pattern, because we understand that wealth creation starts from the mind. If you don't get it right mentally, you most likely not going to get it right in your action. Again, of course, you understand that your thought pattern will inform the attitude you bring to bear when it comes to the tasks that generate income for you. So you must have the right thinking mentality when it comes to wealth creation. You should be able to develop a right thinking mentality when it comes to wealth creation. And the last one, learn to get more knowledge about money. Learn to get more knowledge about finance. Read books on finance. Read books, Think and Grow Rich. You need to read that book. The Richest Man in Babylon, you need to read it. Read that Poor Dad. I mean, these are books that you need to read. You cannot know above your level of knowledge. So open up yourself to acquire more knowledge. All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be stopping here for today because of our time. I hope I've been able to share some value with us. Just go out there and practice these things. Thank you very much. I'll follow you over to you. Thank you.
You see, this is part of the things we've been telling all our listeners, all our viewers, every member of wealthSecrets class mindset community. These are stuff that's where I don't know the amount of money you want to pay to get all this value that has been shared, this beautiful, wonderful nugget that has been passed out this morning. And I can imagine how passionate you are sharing this, this information out there this morning, Coach Dan. Again, you have done very beautiful work. And I must tell you, I was just watching and I was listening and I'm like, wow, you see, you can't know it all. Ladies and gentlemen, the day you stop learning, that is where you start dying. How can you imagine all these loads of nugget being punched out by one of our finest coach in wealthSecrets Mindset Mentorship class, the person of Coach Dan, my great friend and my wonderful success partner. Trust me, guys, this is a whole lot of nugget. When you look at all this information Coach Dan has shared this morning, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things start coming up in my mind. In fact, for this wonderful nugget, can we get a very love emoji for Coach Dan? Can we just point that in the chat? I know the time is really gone. Can we just put something to appreciate him? Love emoji, you can just put it. If you are really connecting by our live stream this morning, whether Facebook, our YouTube page, I want you to put some love emoji for Coach Dan. Wonderfully, beautifully delivered this morning. Coach Dan, amazing job again. You did awesome. Talk about how people, the steps to, IQ, which is the part 2, the part 1. And I understand that you said people should create a budget, pay yourself first, pay promptly, manage your debt, invest in your future. And one of the things that, struck my mind, or I wondering, and matter of fact, you said, oh, the word until you make it. I believe that wasn't really, it wasn't really what it meant, but a lot of people take it the other way, right? When they say fake it until you
Okay.
I don't know what's happening with my network, but we need to round up. So a lot of people do mistaking the faking it until you make it thing is that, we will call something law of attraction, right? Now, the law of attraction is what has made people think of fake it until you make it. It means that whatever you want, you must have to start attracting it in your mind. You must associate. But a lot of people take it the other way around in this current dispensation. And that is why a lot of people are faking it and they become arm robber. They go to, lies to get what in fact, they mention figures which they never even imagined in their life just to make people, get into what they are putting out there, and then you fall victim of their schemes. Ladies and gentlemen, everything that has been shared here this morning, there are nuggets where you're not going to, I don't know how much you want to pay to get these things. Within a short period of time, we're able to compress it, 15 to 20 minutes, Coach Dan delivered very well. Again, that was beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, just in addition to what Coach Dan said, one of the things I want to really advise everyone here, every member of this community, is that sometimes you don't need to have all the money. Sometimes you need to leverage, because as they say, leverage is the income of the rich and wealthy people, right? Now, how do you leverage? There are opportunities where you don't have to be the one to create the idea. There are opportunities where they can afford you to get started with low income, and then gradually you start building into something 6-figure, 7-figure in no time. Now, it takes time, it takes process, it takes time for these things to get you to where, for the income to start really making sense, okay? Now, part of it is what Robert Kiyosaki said in the cash flow quadrant, where people that is being referred to as the investors, they are the ones that have learned to use their mindset. They found opportunity where they can invest their money. Now, it is not your idea, but before you do that, one of the things you need to do, according to Coach Dan, and I've shared this thing, ladies and gentlemen, in the first, on the first topic of the first part of the Understanding Financial IQ, which we did, was to sort out expertise. You must have to learn expertise. You must have to ask people that knows. You don't have the knowledge, go to people that has the knowledge. You don't have the understanding, go to people that knows better in that field. Don't be afraid. Even if it costs you to pay little money to get that knowledge, please don't be afraid to do that. Make sure you do that, and guess what? They will guide you. Some people have the expertise. For example, in cryptocurrency, you don't have to go and develop or invent your own crypto. You can actually take advantage of some of these, emerging market, especially in the world of crypto trading, and then put your money a little bit, and then you watch it because you follow somebody that guide you. So they said mentorship is the gateway to mastery. You have to have a mentor, okay? You must have somebody you have to be mentored by. And I think these are all the things Coach Dan is able to deliver to us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of today's program, and I'm trusting that you have got value again. And I'm trusting and I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss this thing. The video will be sent to this group. Make sure you go and watch it in case you join up late, or in case you are not participating live right now. Make sure that you go to see this video, because this might be the game changer for you, the thing that might change your financial life in this year and forever, okay? So again, we have been able to reach out to you, and we've been able to communicate and pass out value. We tell you, go out there, don't just count the day, make the day count, okay? So that is how value is being created. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another wonderful time and another wonderful day again. Wednesday is another beautiful day. You want to maximize everything, the good that today has for you, by listening to this video, and then those notes you've written down can actually help you to change your financial life. Understanding Financial IQ Part 2, I am really optimistic about it, and I'm going to send the videos to the group. I'll share it on all our social media handles for you to watch. Send it to somebody, let them get value. Coach Dan has done well again this morning. So thank you, guys. We see you at the top. Bottom is way overcrowded. Before, love, big love, big love, big love. All right, bye for now. Big love, big love.